Peace between Russia and Ukraine could be hanging in the balance, with high-profile talks between U.S. and Ukrainian officials scheduled to happen in the coming days. National correspondent Matt Gelka reports from Washington on what President Donald Trump is now saying following a tense couple of weeks.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky met with Saudi officials ahead of planned meetings between U.S. officials and a Ukrainian delegation in the Middle Eastern country. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, and Middle East Special Envoy Steve Witkoff are set to be part of the talks with Ukrainian officials.
There's been a lot of discussion between our teams and the Ukrainians and the Europeans who are relevant to this discussion as well. And I would like to describe it as progress. And so I would hope that there's a deal.
Zelensky isn't scheduled to be part of the direct talks with the U.S.
Exactly what you're doing.
Tensions linger after an argument with President Donald Trump in the Oval Office at the end of February led to pauses in intelligence sharing and aid from the U.S. to Ukraine. But the president said intelligence sharing is basically back on and progress has been made.
I think they will sign the minerals deal, but I want them to want peace. Right now,
how do they show that? How do they show they want peace?
Well, right now they haven't shown it to the extent that they should.
The deal Trump wants signed would give the U.S. a share of Ukraine's rare earth minerals, potentially worth billions of dollars. NBC News reports it will take more concessions than that to get aid flowing again. Some Republicans are wary of the strategy towards Ukraine so far, fearing it's empowering an adversary in Russia.
I am worried about cutting off intelligence and weapons to Ukraine as long as the fighting is going on. If we pull the plug on Ukraine, it'd be worse than Afghanistan. I don't think President Trump has any desire to do that.
Ukraine is our ally. They want to be part of the West. Russia is our adversary. And it's time that this administration gets this in their brain.
Special Envoy to the Middle East Steve Witkoff also said he was hopeful that Zelensky would return to the U.S. to sign the minerals deal after the last meeting ended in disaster. Reporting in Washington, I'm Matt Gelka.